Hello, fellow Wingspanners. This is Falafel Waffle. I now have game 3 in the playoff series against Low Fat in the Nicobar Pigeon Nail Biter. As I said before, I wasn't able to record game 1, but what I didn't mention is that I'm currently in Las Vegas for the World Series of Board Gaming. I already went to the Wingspan tournament and won the first round, but got eliminated in the second round. I thought I did fine. And this is my last day here, but before I take off, I gotta see if I can advance in this tournament. Unfortunately, in game 1, well, this is fortunate. I won game 1 by 5 points, but he won game 2 by 7. So that means that um, he's going to be going first in this game 3. So I will have a slight disadvantage going into it, but that doesn't mean the end of the world. I just hope that this time he doesn't get a wood duck in his starting hand. All right, we'll make sure that he's got the account right to which he's sending. Okay, the game is here. All right, look at end of round goals. Ooh, I see a mute Swan and a snow bunting in the tray, which is not a good thing. He could snatch both of those up. Obviously, you want to snatch up both of them because if you have the mute Swan, which nobody counters it. So there's total birds, worms in food coaster birds, birds pointing right, and eggs in cavity nests. So I suspect that for his first turn, he will snatch both of those birds up. That is a very good start to a wetland engine, unfortunately. The tray, or the feeder, is actually not in very good shape. No nectar, which does make this a little bit more interesting. It means you have to plan around that a little bit better, just like in the good old days on the baseboards. But yeah, hopefully I get, some good starting hand birds and we can go from there. Let's see what's in the starting hands. Okay, nope, that does not qualify as good starting hand birds, unfortunately. Great big point birds, but you want those brown powers. Okay, wetland scientist, viticulturalist. I think I'll go viticulturalist because I'll keep the golden oriole, probably put that up in the forest. This is my only real wetland option. So, yeah, I think I'll keep that. But yeah, overall, not the best. I guess I'll hope that when he picks up the mute swan and snow bunting, he reveals a good drawing bird, a good card bird in the wetlands. But I think the mallee fowl we could get, the wild turkey we could get, but well, it is a viticulturalist bird, so maybe I do. Maybe I do keep it, and then keep this as food. Problem is, if I want to draw both of these, that would slow me down. Well, I mean, if he doesn't draw these, which he probably will. I mean, Low Fat is a great player. There is a chance that he doesn't need them, but I don't think it's a very high chance. So, and hold on, let's see. What do I want to snag out of the feeder? Operating on not a whole lot of sleep, but hopefully that doesn't affect my decision making, my gameplay. Yeah, I will probably want the rat for the raven. That's my last ditch wetland bird. This might be too greedy, but with the turkey being a fruit bird, I think it's the right path to take. I don't like the idea of having to take 2 turns of food just to get down a bird for the wetland, but that may be what I have to do. Okay, so he did go ahead and grab both of those. No huge surprise. I'll get this down up in my forest. The red-tailed hawk is good, but not worth, spending a nectar or just grabbing as a single raw. It doesn't really hit any end of round. Well, I guess it hits this one, and of course it hits the first one. White-throated swift actually isn't super bad if you have good card draw. I don't have good card draw yet, though, so I will probably leave that in there as well. But yeah, he's putting down the mute swan, fine, and going to dig for some stuff. I will grab this, and then hope for a nectar the next time I grab food. Yeah, keeping the turkey did slow me down a little bit. I think it's fine. Yeah, I don't see any major issue there. I'll have to get down this raven and go from there. Okay. So he's obviously drawn cards, and he liked the cards that he got. He did not tuck them. I don't like the look of that, unfortunately. But now I have 4 food. I get the raven down and hopefully get some passive food from the golden oriole to limit the amount of turns that I have to take food. He drew birds again. This time he did tuck. Yeah. As amazing of a wetland bird as that is, I think I'm not going to spend the nectar yet. Keep some flexibility there. Plus, well, I guess I could discard whatever food to lay 2 eggs. It wouldn't have to be a nectar. But yeah, that makes it so that I can have a bit of flexibility if I find a really good bird there. I honestly wonder if it's worth resetting the tray, because I only get 2 cards. I don't get to tuck anything. It might be, and I don't want to just keep on drawing blindly 2 cards at a time. I don't think that's the best path. So if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it now. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birds now, a fruit and a rat. Still got the snow bunting in hand. So I got to keep that in mind if I want to get the white-throated swift. White-throated swift is good, but same thing with the red-tailed hawk. No bunting is a counter to that. Okay, I'm going to do this, even though food access is pretty scarce. Barn swallow is good, but again, it's kind of countered by the snow bunting. It may still be worth it, though, to be honest. Put that down here and improve my my card draw. Cerulean Warbler's great, but right now I'm looking for... Okay. It's good for food. It's probably good enough to get started. Splendid Fairy Wren is for small birds. Neither one of those is small birds, so... and this is my second... Well, I have 3 now, viticulturalist birds, which is awesome. I think that's probably worth getting down in my... in my forest. Okay, did you draw cards again? No. Cooper's Hawk. Okay. So I will get the nectar and hope that I can get 1 extra food that I can then discard for an egg. No, I want to lay just 1 egg. That's lame. Other option is to get the barn swallow down. That'd be fine. I guess it all depends on if I get that extra food or not. I don't have anything to tuck yet, though. I guess it is... Oh, shoot! I need essentially 2 nectar for the lower keys. Okay. I will get the worm. Probably have to get the barn swallow down in my grassland. No. I think I want to do that. Remember, he had the snow bunting that he can get down here. Okay. He's getting food. It's a bit late to be getting down the lower keep, but it should be fine. Oh, I needed the... Oh, it. I needed the fruit there to get down the lower keys. Well, if I'm feeling crazy, I could get food one more time and then get down the turkey. May not be too bad. Or I could get eggs and then get the barn swallow down in my down in my wetlands. I feel like if I'm going to be using the lower keep, though, I've got to get it down ASAP. I'd have to force it. He's probably not going to get food again. Because he's just going to get down his snow bunting. That's going to be it. So here are my options. Either I get down the barn swallow here. I want the barn swallow in my wetland, though. So, I mean, this would be great for what's it called? The colors and the, I forgot the name. I'm sure everybody who's watching can remember it, but you know, the different color bonus card. That's what happens when I don't get much sleep. So I could lay one egg and get down the lower key, force it down, which just feels so slow. I could get 2 nectar and get down the turkey. Or I could get 2 eggs and get down the swallow here. You know what? I think I'll do that. Yeah, because I'll be drawing first next time. Yeah, let's do that. I'll have to I'll have to get food again before I get down the lower keep, but at least now I have an egg to get down the lower keep. Okay, Baird Sparrow. All right, so no no snow bunting yet. I don't want to draw cards before and tuck them before he gets that snow bunting down. For sure. Ooh, Noisy Miner and O'Dowd Skull. It's a bit late for you, but maybe not late for you. Having 2 tucks here. Well, I obviously can't let him have either. So we'll take 1 from the top. Snowy Owl. It's not bad. I like the Snowy Owl. Neither of these are viticulturalist birds. Shoot. No, I do have to tuck 1. Do I tuck the O'Dowd Skull? Is that overkill? It's another 1-pointer. Hurts. That's a hard choice to make. I'll tuck the owl. Pick up the miner. Which is another, he'll have another counter to that, obviously. So with the snow bunting. It's probably gonna lay eggs. But that does mean that I can snatch up the nectar to get down the lower keep. Yeah, wow. Look at all the fish costs and these birds in the tray. I don't think any of them are birds that either of us want, to be honest. But, okay. Oh, he did! He did grab the food, which sucks. Okay. Well, I'll do this. I'll get a fish for the O'Dowd's goal. So he's going to want to lay eggs first, and then he'll be able to get that bird down. Exactly. Time to get down the lorikeet. Not with that, though. Let's do this. And I've got the lower threshold hit. Hopefully that means something good related to the what's it called? Man, sorry, I'm blanking, guys. The nectar races, but it'll depend a lot on what's in the feeder. Maybe I do get both birds down here so that I can have 2 tuckers to his 1. I don't know. Okay, what do you got? Drawn birds. Ooh, okay, so he doesn't yet. He hasn't yet put down that one. Put down the snow bunting. I could draw cards, but I don't want to draw cards again until I get the O'Dowd's goal down. So I'm going to get food again. It's not a very profitable action, which is unfortunate. That is nice. And I can just discard that 1 to pick up these 2. Perfect. Okay. Now I got to decide on my best path forward, though. Because I don't have enough food for both of you. I have 4, I need 5. I could get it passively, potentially. Getting food again. Okay, so I think I will get 3 nectar now. Will I get fruit or the worm? Fruit or worm? Fruit or worm? I get a worm. Okay, so facing this conundrum again where we don't have eggs. I think I want to draw cards before it gets down to bunting and see what I get. That way I can at least have a card to discard for an extra egg, because I've got the exact food that I need. Brant and Coherent. All right, well, let's see what happens when I do this. Just out of curiosity, well, let's see. Honey Buzzard, all right. Not as good on Oceania as it was on the baseboards. 3-2, that's something. I'll get 1 more from you. Well, let's see, 2 turns left. I gotta lay eggs and get you down, I guess. Yeah. O'Dowd's goal might be done. Might be used for getting extra food. Well, on the bright side, 3 of my birds are pointing right. There's that snow bunting. There it is. All right. Yeah, O'Dowd's, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be happening anymore. He doesn't have he does have an egg source. Not building out a full tuck though, so there is that. And I do have this big point play. Okay, so I'm going to discard a card. It will probably be, I could discard a fish, I guess. I will be getting food, and I'm going to need birds to tuck under you and to discard for food. So I'll get rid of this fish and lay a couple eggs. As boring of a turn as that is. And then I will have my passive source of, or not passive, I'll have my off habitat source of eggs in the forest. With that noisy miner. Still need my 4th viticulturalist bird. No. Still looking for that. And would love to get some more bonus card birds, but who wouldn't? As far as status right now, hard to say. 1, 2, 3. So we're tied on the end of round for what that's worth. I don't have any major. Yeah, noisy miner is 1. I could get the honey buzzard to get a bunch of worms passively, but I think the noisy miner is more important. And honestly, I'm going to be running this as a quote-unquote engine, although it's not going to be getting a ton of points. It'll just be getting the eggs. He does have a good amount of, well, he has 2 eggs, not a good amount, because he laid 3 before. Yeah. All right, cockapoo. All right, well, that doesn't have any worms at least. Oh, it's a great bonus card bird, honestly. So I should, well, let's see. He has a rat and 1 egg. Okay. So I should be able to win this end of round call then. That at least is nice. Yeah. I think the ship has sailed for you. You served me really well in game 1. That was in my starting hand. I gotta keep in mind that I need a lot of extra food for the raven. That's not nectar. Okay. But I can't complain about that tray, having the noisy miner and the Odallan skull, although, like I say, I don't think I'm going to be using the Odallan skull. I gotta be so careful, though, because when I use the noisy miner, I get 2 eggs in a tuck. He gets 1 egg in a tuck, so it really doesn't help me kind of comparatively as much as I would like. We've got to have a specific reason for those eggs. Oh, the Australian ibis. Oh, that's too bad. Silver lining is that it's a tucking bird. And so, like, its brown power wouldn't be helping as much. How are we doing this one? 3 to 1. That's good. Okay. I'll take that. Yeah, he obviously picked it up. Should I take the nightingale? I think it's a bit late. Oh, the Australian owl at nightjar. Okay, I got to try to keep him from getting the worms with that. Oh, we tied. I didn't win. I thought, shoot, because all he had was a rat, I thought I was going to win that one. Yep, that is one of the very few birds that would have actually made that work. Actually, the nightingale could be my other viticulturalist bird. That could be my 4th. As lackluster as it is. Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to use the barn swallow if it gives him a cycle. Rufus owl. Okay. I could be happy with that in the forest, definitely. And then I don't feel as bad tucking because I'm already going to be tucking with you. Yeah, I think that's fine. And we'll grab the nightingale. Nope, not going to tuck. Net neutral, and I have birds that I'm good with playing. Green pygmy goose, I'm fine with that. That's pointing right. Okay, getting food, so I'll be able to get something here. You can discard a card. Let's see, how much food was there in the feeder before? I can't remember. But I mean, he's gonna. There was one nectar in there before. I must have remembered wrong. But he's got one, and he's probably gonna pick up two more. So nectar race, I'm winning in the forest, which is expected with the lorikeet. He's winning in the wetland or the grassland, and then we're tied in the wetlands here. Huh. I don't have any big plays for the wetlands, unfortunately. The good news is, like, he doesn't have much by way of like engine. You've got the mute swan. I mean, each action is profitable for him. He doesn't have any eggs though. No eggs, no eggs. Okay, I will grab this. And I want to get down the Rufus owl ASAP, so I do think it's worth laying eggs with the miner, even though, like I say, it saves him an action. It hurts. Okay. Do I discard for another food? I'll be able to tuck extra food into the raven, so yeah, I think I do. Not just. It's like, who am I kidding? It's too late for you. Okay, cards left. Oh yeah, gotta tuck. Gotta tuck you and lay. Which means he gets a lot of stuff. Hopefully I get. Okay, well, it was net neutral. I did get a nectar spent in the forest, which is good. And here I will grab a seed because my my turkey's gonna need it. Last, I'm gonna have to force down the owl. That's too bad. Oh well. Downside is, like I said, I don't have the best food source in the world here. I could get the nightingale down here. It might not be too bad because I'll probably have to get that actually might be a good idea, like right now, because then I can get a rat for the Rufus owl when I draw next. 3-1 still on the end of round. Knowing his propensity to high end of round goals, he probably has like a double play or triple play right facing or something. Or one of those teal powers that is makes it worth 2 for end of round goals. Egg space, he's got 4 for the 4th end of round. I don't want to be laying eggs though. That's the difference. That is an inefficient action for me, unless I get both of these birds in the grassland, or the grassland. This is tough because, yeah, I can get you down here. He definitely has the advantage on, laying a lot of eggs. I think I do. I think I get you down here. Probably the best path. And then when I do get cards, I can use the food to reset the tray and hope that I get something good to close the game out. Yeah. I think the path is clear here. I get the nightingale down, get cards, get a rat with the nightingale, get down the Rufus owl. That leaves me one more turn. That's awkward. Maybe I just draw cards again. Yeah, maybe. And I can get some food for the turkey with my nightingale again. So if I'm not going to use my Rufus Owl right away, maybe there's no rush there. Fortunes left. Nightingale, cards, Rufus Owl, and then, yeah, cards again, I guess. It doesn't feel very good, to be honest. It's not. But I think it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I really gotta hope that I get something good. Maybe I do tuck with the swallow just to make absolutely sure that I get something that I want to play, like some big point plays for the end game. Preferably something in my grassland. Okay, what have you done? You've laid eggs. You've got 3 nectar. All right. I think I've got it secure, the nectar race in the forest. I think I'm good there. But the other 2 habitats are still up for grabs. This may not be the best play, but it is facing right on the right side. I could actually get, no, I want the Rufus Owl in the forest, so that it's expanded out. Yeah, even though it's not really facing right, I think that would be foolish of me to get down the turkey instead. I don't have enough food for both, obviously. I could, though, with my nightingale, get a fruit, which is less useful for him, just for my turkey. Okay, what have you done? Oh, yeah, Australian ibis, that's right. He's got a quasi grassland engine. Don't think I'll be catching him there. Yeah, now that he's spent 3 on that ibis. That is facing right. Okay. Do I discard food? That's the $1 million question. Let me think about this. As it is right now, if I get a rat, I have enough for that, but I don't have enough for turkey. But if I get food again and get either a seed or a fruit, then I could force down the turkey, although I don't think I want to do that because, yeah, I don't want to be forcing down stuff when I have the raven. So I believe that I will let's see what I get first, because it's not the worst end game to have the turkey. This is a hard choice. It really is, because there's a possibility that if I get good stuff, I won't have to get cards again, which is not a profitable action for me. But I mean, thinking along those same lines, because it's not a profitable action, I probably should make the most of it and discard a food for it. The Shrike is an okay. It's 5 points, but it costs 3 food, so I don't like it as much. Doesn't really hit anything. I should be getting plenty of food from my forest, and it's hard to see a world where I would not be getting down the Rufus Owl. Is this a wise play? Is he going to be getting food again to give me something? He got 1 nectar. He'll be laying eggs. Well, he's got 2 eggs. He had a big thinking turn, and now it's my turn to have a big thinking turn, because this could slow me down. like I say, I want to be spending the fewest amount of turns possible getting cards. Okay, I think I'm going to do it. Let's see what we get. Not what I was hoping to get. That's okay. Okay, well, while I won't really use it much, at least that's something for my grassland and will allow me to potentially compete in the fourth end of round as my end game. I don't have a whole lot more going for me. Partridge is an option, but no, I got to get down the turkey for sure. No, at this point, I don't think the partridge is worth it. It's 3 food for 1 point, and I'm not going to activate that grassland a lot. Wish I would have seen that sooner. So I'll get this yellow-billed cuckoo. Okay, all right. That could also be an option, and it's pointing right. So there's that. I don't think I'll tuck anything. Gain a rat for the Rufus owl. Honestly, the cuckoo actually... Is the cuckoo even better? Because then I can get eggs on my star nests for the fourth end of round whenever he lays eggs. Might not be too bad. Might not be too bad at all. In which case it probably doesn't matter because I can get you down with a nectar, a worm, and something else. It's 5 points. That's not bad. Okay. I gotta think about my end game here. Will I have enough time to be getting down all 4 of those birds? I'm not sure. I don't think so. This will still extend out my forest, and just in case it's another bird that points right. Wait, he has, yeah, we each have 2 more turns, but he only has 1 nectar, so unless one of those vultures, he's going to get down like the no cost. Oh, I guess he could get down a bird that points right that just tucks for food. That is possible. There's a good amount of those. I still think I'm going to get the Rufus owl down regardless. I won't tuck. So I'll get the rat. I can potentially get worms from the Oriole too. Maybe. Okay, there are 2 eggs there. It is kind of awkward to get food for the last turn, but I can use it with the raven, to be honest. So that should be fine. Yeah, Australian raven, not the Chihuahuan raven. Obviously, it's really late for the Chihuahuan raven, but it'll potentially extend out my grasslands, and it'll be a source for nectar and a source to use nectar on as well. That's bad grammar, but on which I can use nectar. How about that? Okay, I think now I have my path. My path is clear. I could, while he's waiting, take stock on what the scores are. Good news is he only has 1. Well, he's got a good bonus card, most likely coming. Let's consider that to be 6. So this is going to be 6. That'll be 4 plus 6 is 10. 13 plus 7 is 20. 23. 28. Plus 8 is 36. Nectar, he's at 10. Bonus, that let's say that this is a 4-point bonus. He doesn't have many birds out yet. So I'll fetch. I just lost track. Haha! Dang it. Okay, 6 plus 10, 16, 19. Did I get that right? Yeah, 6, 16, 19. 26, that's 7, yeah, 26, 29, 34. I feel like I added it up wrong before. 42, that's 52. Okay, I do get a worm. I do. So that's nice. Do I have enough time to get, well, do I have the food I need to, well, let's see, you still only have 1 nectar. That is great news for me. Great news. I got to remember his owlet nightjar and try to keep it, well, but I want nectar. If I can get nectar, I'm going to get it. I'm not just going to get non-nectar to prevent him from getting a worm. That's silly. Okay, in all stages, I get you down. In all situations. Almost, well, I don't have enough eggs. I was going to say, I almost have enough. Ooh, hold on. I probably want to get down the Rufus owl. You're not getting eggs just yet. I want to get down the Rufus owl because then get more value out of his tuck and then tucking under the miner. Yeah, I like that. I will do that. Yellow-billed cuckoo may not give me a ton of value, if that's the case, sadly. I'll have to think about that as I approach my end game, because right now I only have 1 bird to tuck. Still 4-2 here. But I know low fat. He always comes back and hits me with something. If I get down the yellow-billed cuckoo, then I benefit if he lays eggs. He's going to be playing a bird. Almost for sure. It gives me insurance on the end of round, which I probably need. So yes, I think I want the Rufus owl, but I gotta get value from this. Yeah, we'll do this. So it does mean I don't get the activation from the Rufus owl, unfortunately, when I tuck under the noisy miner. Or when I run my forest, I guess. The problem is when I lay eggs, he's going to get to lay an egg on a cavity nest. Okay, let's go back to the points. I apologize for being slow on the uptake with the counting, but that's 16, 19, 26, 29, 34 plus 8 is 42, plus 10 is 52, 56 from the bonus. And from end of rounds, he's at 561. So how does that compare? Oh, he's got the planetary warp. I'm at 44. So yeah. And now he's got this down. That hurts. That's not poison, right? Okay. So I will be secure there. I want to take 1 nectar just to spend it with the lorikeet. Assuming I get it. Come on. Oh well. That's too bad. There will be. Oh, hold on. I want to keep him from getting a worm. And this is one of the few cases where that makes sense. Although I could use the rat for both of you guys. It's fine. Tuck you. Yeah, I did notice. No food available. It does mean, yeah, the downside about that is that I can't. Well, I'll have to force down the Rufus owl. I don't like that as much. But that's okay. Okay, I secured the end of round. That makes me feel better. But I am behind. Oh, goodness. And then. Oh, my heavens. What do I do about this? Oh, the Benellis. The Benellis. Dude. Well, I can't let him have it. Okay. So I've got to get cards. That is painfully obvious. Excuse me. And I probably have to discard an egg to get 3 if one of them is going to be the Benellis. I can take the Chihuahuan Raven under the Benellis, play that and my turkey to max out the viticulturalist. I could play the flycatcher instead. I'll probably pick it up at least, so he can't get it. The big question is if I spend an egg or not. I think I lose too much tempo if I do that, because I think it still is the right play to get the Rufus Owl up here and get food at least once. And I can potentially... Well, is it the right play now, though? I'm not going to need as much food anymore. So I might actually take the Rufus Owl under the Benellis. 5 turns. We got 5 turns and 2 eggs. So if I go ahead, the problem, yeah, so I'll need to get food at least once. That's one of my turns. Draw cards for another. That's 2. Play the Benellis for 3. Play the turkey for 4 and then just lay eggs to qualify for the end of round. That might be the best approach. He's only got 2 eggs. He only has 4 egg spaces. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's got 8. Yeah, now that he has a Planetary Worker down, that kind of secures the end of round goal for him. Well, I can't look at a gift horse in the mouth. I've got to take this. I will take that big point play as well. Sandhill Crane, I don't care too much about you. And what food do I get? Maybe a seed for... No, let's get a fruit. That's more germane, if that's the right word for it. Less useful, but something that I know I will be using. I mean, they're both 8 points. Doesn't really matter which one I get, to be honest. I will not tuck because of that stupid snow bunting. Ooh, great blue heron is not a bird I want to see him get. But I may have no real choice there. Out of curiosity, how many? He's got 8. I got 4. I got 7. That would give me more, but it's not going to come down to that. I'm not going to be able to lay enough eggs to make that matter if I want to have food to tuck under you. So the food cost of my birds, well, you cost 3. I mean, maybe I just go the 3 big point plays. Food and then 3 big point plays and hope he gets me an egg in the meantime. Oh, I can't do that, though. I have to at least qualify for the end of round. And so to get 5 under the raven, let's see. How much food does he, or nectar? He has 5 spent there. That's not going to happen. Okay, so I've lost those nectar races. I could feasibly still get down the Rufus Owl up there in the forest. I would have to force it. If I do that, I will have 3 food left. I will get 4, hopefully 5 food with the lorikeet, and have just enough to get down. Oh, but I'll have to spend a food on the Benellis. That's too bad. Because I won't have enough cards. I only have 2 cards that I can tuck under it. Probably should have discarded an egg. Well, no, but then I can't get down to Rufus Owl up there. Okay, I gotta map this out. So let's think about overall points. Let's assume that I'm going to lose these 2 nectar races and win this one, and I assume that I'm going to lose the end of round goal, because I really don't see any way that I could win that unless I lay eggs twice, which ain't gonna happen. So if I get down the Rufus Owl first and then get food, let's see, that's 5. I get hopefully my 5 food from the lorikeet. And let's see, you do give me this. That's nice. I will hopefully be able to qualify that way. Hindsight's 20/20. I should have discarded an egg, but I didn't. But it'll be okay. In the end, it's fine. I mean, it's a point for a point, so it's not a huge deal. I use a food on you instead of cashing on the raven. It all kind of evens out. So I get down the owl, activate. That'll get me a net of 2 points there. So that's 5 from the owl, 2 points from the activation. Then hopefully, as long as I don't get a terrible, terrible feeder, I shouldn't jinx it. I should be able to get 5 food. So then I will have 8 food left. 3 to get down the turkey. I'll need 1, so I'll have 4 caches there. And so in all worlds, I get down the Benellis and the turkey. The question is what I do with the rest of my turns. And then for my final turn, I probably just lay 3 eggs. As boring as that is. Well, I lay 3 eggs and then I'll have 3 caches on the raven. The other option is to get down 3 birds. Well, no, if I get down 3 birds, I won't have as much to cache. But yeah, laying eggs is only going to get me, and well, it'll get me 3 eggs, but that's 1 less cache, so it's only really 2 points. So what to do? If I get food right now, gets me net 1 point with the noisy miner. And I get these 3 birds down, you, and you, instead of you. Then I qualify for the end of round. How much food will I have left? So I'll save a rat for you. It depends on if I can get the food I need for these 2 birds. It's going to be tough. Well, I do have. It actually won't be tough at all. I won't get enough nectar to do anything with that nectar race. That's probably better, because this is the extra points this gets me. I mean, it gets me 5 plus 1 extra food, I guess. All right, let's do the math on it. We're going to be getting you two down regardless, but the difference is I get down the flycatcher under one scenario, and I get down the Rufus Owl in the other. In both scenarios, I get food, but I get one more food under the first. So first scenario, I mean, you'll get me 5, but then 6. Oh, wait. No, I can tuck the coot. So you will get me 6 plus 1 extra food for caching. So that'll end up being 7. Whereas you will get me, I get 7 from that. Huh. But I won't have to force, so it evens out that way. So Rufus L for 5, and then I will end up, how did I figure it? Let's assume that I do discard a food to lay an egg on my last turn. Well, for sake of argument, let's just say I don't, because I'm not going to catch that in the round anyway. So all I can really do is, lay eggs there for anything worthwhile. So let's see, it's going to be 5 plus the 1. We'll just say it's 6. I'm going to get food. 6, and then I'll have 8 food in hand, get you down for 3, get you down for 1. Okay, so I will have 4 caches under the Raven in that case. I'll have 4 caches, and I'll get eggs. But under the other scenario, where I get food first, then I just get down 3 birds. Wait a minute, I won't be able to lay eggs. What am I thinking? I don't have an extra turn. If I get down the Rufus Owl, and there's a slight risk that I won't have enough eggs there. So will I be able to cache 5 on the Raven under the second scenario if I just get food now? I get 5 food, which means I'll have, let's see, I've got 6, 7, that's 12. It'll cost 7 to get you guys down. Yes, I'll have exactly 5 caches. Oh, I won't get 5, I'll get 4. I'll get 4. So I will have 4 to cache in either scenario. But the only difference is that this will get me 7 and this will get me 6. Okay. 1 point difference. That might be what it comes down to, but I'm not 100% sure it will. We'll see. I'm not going to use that. It only gets me a net of 1 anyway. And the rest of these get me a net of 1. I'm tucking into the Benelli, so that is getting skipped. I'm already going to use these 2 eggs. I'll do this, and sad day, sad day. Oh man, you know what that means? That fetch. I'm gonna have to force. That sucks. That royally sucks. No, I won't. I won't have to force. 2 seeds and a fruit, 1 nectar, and 2 worms. So I'll be okay. All right, that took a while. Took a while to think through. In the end, I think I'm going to come up short despite these big point plays that I have. I don't see myself catching up. Cass and Sparrow, interesting, okay. Just runs his engine. Fair enough. I know my path now, thankfully. Yep. That is good. And I'll be doing overkill on Viticulturalist, hey. There is that. He only has 1 bonus card, so this is a pretty good engine. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-point engine. There's no food, so that's all he's going to run. I will make up a little bit of ground on points because of what I've got, but not a ton. I'll get 4 caches under the Raven. So there we go. Thank you. Sure, I'll make use of it. That is a foregone conclusion. Holding on to that since my starting hand. Yeah, I think I will fall short. I don't see this being enough. In hindsight, well, the Nightingale has been useful. I've used it 2 or 3 times. Yeah, 3 times, I think. I think I got a rat once, I got a fruit once, and I got a worm once. Unfortunately, those are no point actions, which is one of the reasons why I'm probably behind. Okay, use both of you guys. Do that. That's the best I can hope to do. Like my 4 food. I mean, cash my 4 food on the Raven. And hope that he doesn't get a very good bonus card from the Kakapo. Cross my fingers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, never mind. He has. He'll only be able to lay 1 egg less on this turn. Yeah. That Cuckoo has been great. Gotten me some good eggs. And that is what I expected. Okay. We both use our yellow powers. See what happens. He completely filled up. It's been a weird game, honestly. I mean, he hasn't had like a monster game either. Just he hasn't had the full tech game that I was worried he'd have. I'll cash what I've got. I win here. He wins in the other 2. I'll see it through this time, just for the sake of the dramatic. And now let's see. See if I advance. If the Benellis was enough to put me over the top, well, I don't know. Okay, well, we both got 7. All right. Oh, his eggs. He's gonna kill me in eggs. And we both have some. Yeah, he won. Too bad. All right, I have been eliminated, but it was fun. It was fun. Please, let me know what feedback that you have for me. But it was a good game. He's a great player. No shame there. All the credit to him. I do wish I would have had some more brown powers in my starting hand. That would have been nice. Bonus cards. Oh, he had behaviorist. That's hilarious. And he got ecologist for a second. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks guys for watching. It is too bad to get eliminated, but at least I'm participating in fewer tournaments now, which is a bit of a relief. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.